Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope everyone is safe at home. This is Rohit sir, your biological science teacher. Now today we are here with a new topic. In the previous classes we have observed different types of organisms, and now in this activity we are going to observe the cells in a leaf. Now what you have to do? You have to do this activity. If you want to do this activity, then you need some material. What are the materials that you require? Take a piece of grass leaf on a slide and put a drop of water, cover it with cover slip and observe it under the microscope. Now easier observation is similar with the figure number 10. Now here he has given the figure number 10. Now you don't know what to do actually, so that's why I have a video reference for this. And before going to listen or observe the video reference, let me clarify that you have to watch the video very carefully. I will mention the homework in the middle of the video, so you have to watch carefully and you have to do that homework and submit to my personal number. Now here let us see the video reference for this activity 6 of observing the cells in a leaf. Now here, as you can see, now this is the activity that observing the cells in the stem of a plant. Now what you have to do? First of all, you have to do this activity. You require some material. Now what are those materials? Now first of all, you have to take a small portion of the plant stem. Okay, then after taking the small portion of plant stem, then you have to take a blade and cut a small section of it. Then take the watch glass, that is the watch glass, and water. Then he is keeping that material inside the water. Then he has taken the slide and carefully with the help of brush he is placing it on the slide. Then after placing or keeping it on slide, he has poured some water drop, and he has covered it with cover slip. Then he is observing through the microscope. Okay, now whenever he observe with the microscope, then he have some special things under the microscope. Yeah, as you can see here, these cells are visible under the microscope. See the highlighted part. Okay, you can also do this activity with the help of a mini microscope. Now what are we learning from this video or this activity? Now here, this is the transfer section of dicot stem, or what is the meaning of dicot stem? Dicot stem is nothing but any plant which have two portions inside the seed. Now have you seen the groundnut? Groundnut have two seeds, two portions in the seed. Tamarind seed also have two portions inside it, two separate portions. If any seed have two separate portions, then that is called as dicot stem. Okay, now here this stem was cut into some small pieces, and here you can see the different types of cells here. Okay, now let me explain. Now as you see here, the outer layer is very thick. Okay, and the inner layer is arranged with some small and special cells, very small cells, but they are very special. And here inside this circle also two layers of cells are there. Now in the center different types of other cells are there. Now if you see this picture, all cells present inside the plant are not same. Am I right? There is a particular difference is present. Why the difference is present? Because every cell is doing different function. Now imagine our body. Skin is different with tongue. Tongue is different with eye. Eye is different with brain. Brain is different with hair. Hair is different with nail. Now all these cells are present in the human body, no? Then why some cells are like this and why some cells are like this? Because some cells have to do some special work, another some special cells have to do some special work. Now here there are some cells have to do some special work. That's why their designing, their arrangement is different. Not only in the human beings, in the plants also the cells are different. That is because they have to do special work. Now let us discuss about these things. Now why outer layer is very thick? Because it is giving the protection, just like our skin. Why the inner layer have special ring? Now if you see, a special ring like structure is there. This ring like structure is just like blood vessels in our body. What the blood pipes are doing? These blood pipes or blood vessels are sending the blood. No, here the plant is also sending the water and food through these special cells. Now what is the use of these center cells? These center cells will store the food and also water. Okay, I hope everyone have understood this, right? Now as you see here, this is the transverse section of dicot stem. Now here under that he wrote Tridax. What is the meaning of Tridax? Tridax is a scientific name. You know, Tridax procumbens. Tridax procumbens is nothing but, in Telugu we will call this as Gaddi Chamanti. Have you ever seen some small, marigold flowers, chamanti flowers in your garden? Now this is the stem of that plant. Now if you see here, the outer layer is different, the middle layer is different, and the center portion is different. Because of their arrangement, he has given some arrows. Now what are these things? Now let us see here. The outer portion is called epidermis. Epidermis. Now here the next portion is called endodermis. Now the inner layer is called vascular bundles. The center portion is called storage tissue. Now you may have confused what are these things. All new things are here. Sorry, saying new words here. You don't get confused. Slowly while you are entering into the lesson, then you may understand everything. Okay, now let me explain some words here. Now I said these two, like epidermis and endodermis. What is the meaning of epi? Epi means outer, endo means inner. Okay, so I request all of you to please take a notebook and please write all this information in your notebook. Now epi means outer, endo means inner. Now what is the next thing? The next thing is dermis. What is the meaning of dermis? Dermis is a word which is formed of special word called derma. Derma means skin. Derma means skin. Now we are calling this as epidermis. Derma means skin. Now what is the meaning of epi? Epi means outer. Dermis means skin. So here any layer that is present outer portion of any plant body and act like skin, then that is called epidermis, outer skin like layer. Now what is the meaning of endodermis? Endo means inner, dermis means skin. Now just below this first layer another second layer is there, and this is also a type of skin like protective tissue. That's why this is called endodermis. Endo means inner, dermis means skin. I hope everyone have understood. Now what is the next thing? See here, the C1 is called vascular bundle. Vascular bundle. Vascular bundle means a special tissue that is helpful for transporting of food and water. Inside of our body the blood is moving up and down. Am I right? Just like that in the plants also, water is moving up in the plant and the food is coming down from the plant. Okay, so that's why these are specially designed cells specially to transport the materials up and down. Now the next one, what is the next one? The storage tissue. I said that this is called storage tissue. I already told you, after using up all food material, the food will be stored in the center portion. Not only the food, here inside this area water will also be stored. I hope you have seen so many of cactus plants, also aloe vera plants. If you see the aloe vera plant, all the water will be stored in the center, no? So here this is a specially designed cells to store the food and water. Now let us move to the next topic. Okay, Now the next activity is activity 7. Observe the given figures in the textbook, and these are the different types of cells present inside the human body, and observe the permanent slides if it is present in your school laboratory. Actually in our school laboratory so many permanent slides were there, because we are not because we are unable to go to the school, that's why it is not possible. No problem, whenever you come to the school, then I will definitely show you all these permanent slides. Okay, now what you have to do, we have to go to the lab first, then we have to take the microscope, and next we have to take the permanent slides, keeping under the microscope slide, and first you have to keep the permanent slide under the microscope, then you have to observe it. After observing, you have to draw in the notebook. Now what is the first image? Smooth muscle cell. Now what is the meaning of smooth muscle cell? Muscle cell are present inside of our body, you know muscles very well. Here this is a cell, it is called smooth muscle cell. Now what is its structure? Its structure is different. It is oval, but in the beginning and in the end both edges are very sharp. Okay, now let us see the bone cell. Now is this bone cell is just like a star shape. Okay, just like star shaped cells. Now if you see here, this is the nervous cell. Nervous cell is just like electric wires in our human body. Now what the electric wires will do in your home, they will transport the electricity from one place to another place. Here these nerve cells are also, neuron cells are nerve cells, as you can see here. These nerve cells are also transporting the information from one place to another place. Now this is striped muscle cell. This is another type of muscle cell which will give you very hard and strengthening to our body. Now muscle cells are also different. Now if you see all the cells, what did you find? Are all the cells are similar? No. These cells are all not similar. Why they are not similar? Because they have to do special work. Now muscles can work like rubber bands. As you see here, if you see your hand, it have to fold and it have to unfold, it have to stretch and it have to unstretch. So the speciality of muscles are making their structure like that. Now bones have to stand very strong, that's why their structure is different. Now here nerve cells are useful for sending the information from brain to body parts and body parts to brain, so they are specially designed. Now another type of cells are there here. What are the blood cells? You know very well, blood is present in the human body. Blood cells are of actually three types of blood cells are there. Now here we will only observe the two types of cells. First one is red blood cell. Red blood cells are circular or oval in shape. Okay, now they are red in color and they will having hemoglobin and they will transport the oxygen. Now as you can see here, this is white blood cells. White blood cells are again two types. White blood cells are again two types. What are they? Granulocytes, agranulocytes. Why this name was given, granulocytes and agranulocytes? Because they have speciality. What is that speciality? Granule means some small round dot like structure. If you see granulocytes, they have all small dot like structures. So because they have small dot like structures, they are called as granulocytes. What is the meaning of granule? Granule is nothing but small dot like structure. I have so many times you have seen the mustard seeds, mustard seed like structures. Okay, now these granules are present, that's why these are granulocytes. Granules are absent, that's why these are agranulocytes. Now granulocytes are again divided into basophils, neutrophils, eosinophils. Now agranulocytes again divided into monocytes and lymphocytes. Now another type of cells are also there. They are called as blood platelets. I have so many, you have so many times listened to that blood platelets. Now in the 9th class and in the 10th class you are going to observe about these blood platelets. Okay. Now here he has given some, table. Now your homework is to draw this table and you have to fill all the details according to the video lesson. Okay, now let us try to fill this. I will help you. Okay, you are not alone in the home. I will also help you to fill this box. Okay, I will help you to do in the homework, right? Now what we have to do, first of all, we have observed all the cells now. Then we have to write the shape of the cell, parts observed in it. Now red blood cells. Now what is the shape of the cell? The shape of the cell is oval. OVAL. Oval or circular or round. What are the parts you have observed in it? There are no parts in it. Now smooth muscle cell. Smooth muscle cell structure is called spindle. 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 Okay. Spindle shape. Now nerve cell. Nerve cell is just like a tree shape, tree like structure. Now bone cells are like star shape. Now white blood cells are also oval. Oval means egg like structure or circular structure. Striped muscle cell is rectangular. Rectangular. Okay, right. Now what are the parts you have observed in it? In the smooth muscle cell also there are no parts. Nerve cell, is there any part there? Now let us see here. Is there any part in the nerve cell? Actually there are three types of parts are there. Upper portion, middle portion and lower portion. These portions are different. Am I right? So yeah, actually no need to write these parts you observed in it. So what you have to do, you have to draw this table neatly and you have to write all these boxes. Don't write this box. Okay, this is your homework. Now let us try to answer the questions. Are there any similarities in shapes of the cells? Are there any similarity? No, there is no similarity. Difference. All cells are different. Do you find any nuclei in the cells? Yes, we found a nuclei in the cells. What is the meaning of nuclei? Nuclei means a small dot-like structure in the center. Now let us see here. First one, dot-like structure, nucleus present, nucleus present, nucleus present. Okay, here nucleus, some small nucleus were there, present. Now here, is there any nucleus? Not there. Is there any nucleus? Yes, yes, yes. Is there any nucleus? Yes. And is there a nucleus? Yes. Now all cells have nucleus here. Now why the red blood cells do not have any nucleus? Do you have any idea? Actually, when the red blood cell is in the beginning of its birth, whenever it borns, first nuclei will be there. But soon after some time, nuclear will go out of the cell. That is nothing but in the beginning, when the red blood cell is just like a baby, nucleus was there. But soon after maturing, then this nucleus will go out of this red blood cell. So that is nothing but red blood cell also have the nucleus in the beginning, but later after some days the nucleus will disappear. Okay. Now another question: can you name the longest cell in the in all animal cells? What is the longest cell? Actually, the nerve cell will be the longest. Okay, nerve cell will be the longest cell. Okay, that is connected from our brain to our thigh. Okay, that is the longest nerve cell or the cell. Now so far you have seen so many kinds of cell. Are all cells are similar in size and shape? No, they are not in the same size. The shape and size of all vary considerably, but all of the cells are ultimately determined the specific function of the cell. Now what are these lines are saying? These lines are saying that all cells are not similar. Why they are not similar? Because they have to do special work. How do you define the shape of amoeba? Does the amoeba have any shape? Now if you see amoeba, every time it will change its shape. That's why it do not have any shape. You may say that the shape appears irregular. Okay, that is not in a regular time. Every time it will changes. In fact, amoeba has no definite shape. It keeps changing its shape by protruding out of its body. These are called pseudopodia. What is the meaning of pseudopodia? See, if you see the amoeba, then sometimes the parts of the body will come outside just like these long structures. These long structures are called pseudopodia. What is the meaning of pseudopodia? Here, pseudo means false. Pseudo means false. Podia means feet. Feet means legs. Okay. Now, does it have any real legs? No, there are no real legs. They are duplicate legs or false legs. We should not call it as duplicate. We have to call false legs. So, in our science language, we will call these false cells as pseudopodia. Okay. They look like leg like a hand like structure, but they are not real. Every time they will be changes. Now here they will help in locomotion and feeding. What is the meaning of locomotion? Locomotion is nothing but movement. So I request everyone to please keep a notebook and try to write all the hard words. And this is also a part of your homework. So first you have to draw that box and fill that box neatly. And the second one is you have to write the hard words. And you have to write the meanings. Locomotion is nothing but movement. Feeding is nothing but to collect the food. Okay, now itself I have said two hard words. Now here you can see a small cell is coming and asking very big elephant. What is this cell is asking to this big elephant? You are the biggest animal on the land, but what is there in your bigness? See, the cell is asking, I am very small. I can only observable under microscope, but you are very, very large. But you are not great. I am great. The cell is saying that I am great. Are you not the slave of man who is much smaller than you? Here, what is happening? The elephant is very big. The human being is very small. But here, the small human being is controlling very large animal. So that's why this large animal is you look like useless. That's why this cell is saying that you are very big but you are useless because small human being is controlling you. Do you know the body of the most living beings including you made up of tiny cells like me? So this animal's body also made by some small cells. Can you ever imagine the number of cells in the body of a man? Okay, how many cells are present inside the human body? 75 trillion cells, nearly, not exactly, but human body is made up of 75 trillion cells. Just to try to say this number. Now have you listened to the words of the cell? Guess how big a cell is. Now is the number and the sizes of the cells in both man and elephant are same, or the cells of elephant is bigger than that of man? Now he is asking question. What is he asking? He is asking that elephant is big, human being is very small. Does this big elephant have big cells and small human being have small cells? No. Here this human being also have the same size of cell. Animals also have same size of the cell. Then why it is big? Why this is small? This is because the number of cells are very small in the human being, but the number of cells are very large in this animal. So more number of cells, that's why big animal. Small number of cells, that why small animal. I hope you have understood well. Now the size of the cells living in the organism may be smaller, the millionth of a meter, that is called micron. It may be as large as few centimeters. Now major of the cells are too small. We cannot see these cells with our naked eye. They can be seen only through the microscope. Now here a human liver and kidney cells is 20 to 30 micrometers in size. Micrometers is nothing but very very small. Okay. Now as you see here, 1 meter is nothing but 100 centimeters. 1 centimeter is nothing but 10 millimeters. 1 millimeter is nothing but 1000 micrometers. 1 micrometer is nothing but 1000 nanometers. So this is the calculation you have to remember. But here as you see, if you see the box, then you can imagine that how micrometer is nothing but very 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 smaller. Now for a rough idea I will tell you one thing. Have you ever seen your scale, Nataraj scale or any other scale? Now if you see that scale, you can, if you find a small line in that centimeter line, if you convert that small line into again 1000 parts, then that one portion is called as micron or micrometer. So that much is small the bacteria and viruses are. Okay. Here you can see some of the cells with your eye also, but some cells are not visible to the eye. Now what are the cells that we can see through our eyes are human nerve cell. Human nerve cell is nearly 90 to 100 centimeters long. The largest cell measuring nearly 17 centimeters into 18 centimeters is egg of an ostrich. Have you seen any ostrich? Ostrich is a very big animal and its egg is very larger. Okay. Now what is the size of this egg? 17 centimeters into 18 centimeters. It's very large in shape. Okay. Now the size of the cells is related to its function. What is the meaning of function? Work. Now here the size of the cell is totally depend upon what is that work of that cell. For example, nerve cell in both in man and elephant are long and branched. They perform same function of transferring the messages from one part to another part. Now the size of an organism is depending upon the number of cells, not on the size of the cell. Don't think that big animals have big cells or small animals have small cells. If it is big animal or if it is small animal, the size of the cell is similar. But what is the difference? Small animals have less number of cells. Big animals have very big number of cells. Okay. Now cells are different in shape, size and number. Now as you see here there are some keywords are available here. Now you have to mention these keywords. Now the first keyword is cell. Cell is a basic unit of life or basic unit of any organism. Now cell membrane. Cell membrane, what is the meaning of cell membrane? The outer protective layer of animal cell is called cell membrane. What is the meaning of cell wall? Cell wall is the outer protective layer of plant cells. Cytoplasm. What is the meaning of cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is nothing but liquid-like structure present inside of the cell. Now nucleus. What is the meaning of nucleus? A small dark dot-like structure present in the center of the nucleus. Center of the cell is called nucleus. Now unicellular. What is the meaning of unicellular? Uni means single. Cellular means cell. If any organism have single cell, then they are called as unicellular. Now what is the multicellular? Multi means more than two. So if any organism have more than two number of cells, then they are called as multicellular. Now organ. What is the meaning of organ? Organ is nothing but body part. Organ means body part. Organelle. Organelle means the cell's body parts. Cells body parts. Now what is the meaning of pseudopodia? Pseudopodia is nothing but false feet. False feet. Now staining. What is the meaning of staining? Giving colors to the microorganisms is called staining. Giving colors to the microorganisms is called staining. Now magnification. What is the meaning of magnification? Making the small things big so that we can see easily. So that is called magnification. Okay. Now focusing. What is the meaning of focusing? Observing only a particular part is called focusing. Now I request all of you to please write these keywords and also write the meaning of these keywords. Okay, what you have to do, just leave the last two. Okay, magnification and focusing, and you write all the remaining keywords and its meaning, as I have said before in this video, as a homework. Now what is your homework? First you have to draw the table and write the information. Then second thing is you have to write the keywords and you have to write the meaning of these keywords. So with this we have completed the lesson. Some small concepts to be discussed also in the end of this lesson. Now we will discuss the remaining topics in the next video. I hope everyone have understood. If you have any doubts, please submit your doubts. Feel free to ask, and you can message me to my number, and also share this video to your friends so that they can also read well. Okay, thank you, and this is Rohit Krishna, your biological science teacher. Take care. Bye.